Oh no.
What?
Oh, poor cat cosplay. I
Oh.
want to give hugs. It's nothing like serious. He's just apparently, it popped in my Twitter. In case you missed it, I don't talk about my real job often, but I'm about to become immersed in a below-ground repair job to make sure things keep flowing. So please
Oh.
send positive, flowery thoughts my way, because the next 4 hours is going to be very messy and unpleasant. And then it's a picture of his calico cat. Well, it's calico, but it's also got black and white and stuff, wearing a flower crown.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, there are two. And then he says in a reply, there are two types of days in my job when I get home. Normal shower with soft, moisturizing soap days, and showers from hell with pumice stone soap until I remove multiple layers of skin days.
Ew.
Yes. Oh, so many people have pictures of are sending pictures of their cats and saying good luck. That's nice. Anyway, let's go so I can start, because people are wondering where the stream is. They're not wondering where it is, but they were like, somebody in the drag race thing asked me, so when's the stream? And I was like, 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time. He's like, what? And I'm like, well, see, me and my boyfriend live in different states, so there's an hour time difference for us. He's like, oh.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
And
the
then I was
stream's
like,
already
well,
going.
I know. That's why I grabbed the link. See?
Yeah.
I know, baby. I know. What the fuck am I saying? I know. No. Now I want gnocchis. Gnocchi.
Also, I am first in chat. Because, why the fuck not? First, bitches.
Wow. Wow, thanks for beating me. Wow. I was busy doing your stream, but wow.
I'm also the one who starts the streams, so it kind of makes sense that I might be the one to do that.
Yeah, but I'm also the boyfriend, so it's like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it is. You know how it is. I know how it is. That's how it is, bitch.
I guess.
That's right. That's right.
The most beautiful face in the world that launched
What
1,000
Nell's
ships.
doing?
What?
I don't know. I see her in her live stream restricted voice chat and cocktails and consults Discord, and I wonder what she's doing in there. I want to bother her. At least that's what I always think I'm doing, but I'm like, I'm probably bothering her. I don't need to talk to her. And it's like, you know. But anyway.
Let's see what's behind door number 3. Yes, Nina. Hello.
Nina! Hooray! Hello! Hello! It's me, Andrew!
And me, Guy.
That's right! It's him! Guy!
Would you like me to screen share now?
Oh, sure, go ahead.
What were you just doing?
What do you mean?
It sounded like you were fapping or something.
I only do that off stream, thank you very much.
I'm kidding. But it was like...
And you...
What, were you just
Did it
scratching
sound
your
like this?
head?
Did it sound like this?
Yes.
Oh, I was pressing my O button, which technically also sounds dirty. But somebody said I look like, they thought I was somebody else, and I was like, wow, 20 O's, ah.
Oh, babe.
Well, how dare they say I look like that? Anyway, where was... Oh, yeah, right. Where's his chat? That's not his chat. eyes. She mesmerized us with her smile, but oy, when she opens her lips. See, because now you got me doing it. She mesmerized us with her smile, but oy, when she opens her lips.
Yellow little toy! Yellow little toy!
You are so silly. Aww.
You. Okay. I just realized I had an itch underneath my nose, and now I realize that there's a hair that I wasn't able to get with my razor, and it's bothering me now.
Oh my god! A hair! Insert gopher meme that looks like it's shocked. Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun!
Oh god.
Yeah, it's bothersome. Alright, anyway. What's this? What's this? There's a gold file? I checked that out earlier, but I think it's just a business card holder. A business card holder? Yeah. It's a pile where you put business cards. They've all got these weird shapes on the back. I think maybe if you line them up in a particular way, then you'll get some sort of hint. What, like a tangram? Place the business cards on the right. That was supposed to be your instructions.
It's okay. You want me to read this?
Yes.
In my instructor voice? Well, by clicking one business card and then another, you can swap their positions. Well, that was the extent of my job tonight.
Aww. Well, I guess we can give it a shot. Oh boy.
Yeah, how about not? I was about to say, since we're nowhere near there yet, although you will say that the front, we're switching the cards so that on the back there'll eventually be a thing. Yeah. But we can find stuff too. You know what, fuck it, you may be able to do it yourself without even... Oh, sorry, did I say hi to Nina? I don't think I did. But in case I didn't, hi Nina! I want to tell jokes. I feel like telling jokes to, like, ease the tension of being in a murderous life of, or game of life and death. Excuse me.
Is this correct? I don't think it's in the right order, but it looks like it's correct.
Yeah, I was just saying it might be correct, like, where they, not where they go, but it's correct in, like, the way that they're made. I'll go to the walkthrough. What is this, the director's office?
Yes.
Okay. Director's office. Thank you. Click. Tee. You have to unlock lock 2. We did that. Okay, there's not. I'm looking for, because there's a bunch of stuff you didn't do. We just went straight for that. Okay. So you have them right, but you don't have them right. Like they I want to do it in order. So let's leave this for now.
I don't get it. Maybe you don't have enough information.
We do. Well, we don't. Guy is just a really good guesser and figure out of puzzles.
I mean, they're really simple 2-card things.
Yeah,
okay, it's not opening. Is it locked? Yeah, it looks like it. I don't see anything that looks like a keyhole, though. There's this diamond-shaped hole in the middle that... Do you think we're supposed to stick something in there?
Sigma probably couldn't. It's too big. I'm assuming. Now, let's go take the globe from the shelf in the corner. Examine it in your inventory to get a world map.
Hey, a globe. Doesn't it look kind of weird? I think somebody glued a piece of paper to it. Let's see if we can get it off then. You have found a world map. To view it, visit the File tab in the archive.
From the same shelf, take the expensive brandy.
Haha, now this is brandy. Pierre Perrin's 200-year-old reserve. Holy hell, that's old. Can you tell just by looking at it? I can smell it. That's some nose you've got there. Or he's clearly had some of it before.
Or he's just clearly a drunk.
Maybe. Here, just let me have a taste.
I
I don't think so. How can you be so cruel?
I was gonna say, like, I really wouldn't be shocked if he was drunk.
There's
After all the stuff he's gone through.
Yes. There's a screen built into the credenza. There's something on it. Starting up. Please wait. What is it
that
starting?
wasn't what we were...
Beats
that
me.
wasn't what we were doing, but this works.
Well, my money says that this just opens, or that this just means it won't do squat if you mess with it right now. How about you go have a look at something else?
Yeah. Let's go take a short spear and slingshot from a suit of armor.
I thought this was a slingshot.
See, you were right.
A suit of armor? Well, it's not really a full suit of armor, is it? I mean, it's missing the helmet. So what would we call it? I'm not sure. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it a suit of armor, okay? Suit yourself. Anyway, it's got some red paint on the neck and shoulder area. Are you sure it's paint? It could be blood. Hey! Don't say that stuff like that! Why would Quirk be the one worried about that? Being in a room with a headless suit of armor is creepy enough. Okay, fair enough.
I mean, I was just saying, yeah, he's not wrong. But anyway.
What's this? Is it one of those vacuuming robots you see on TV? Oh my gosh, those were new back then.
Mm-hmm.
You got me. Looks like a machine of some sort. Well, is it true? Well, is it turned on? Don't think so. Let's see if... Nope, no luck. Huh. Nothing. Might as well give up. Yeah, let's go look at something else. We can always come back to it later. Right.
Now, take the cheap brandy from the other shelf.
Huh. This is cheap brandy. Alcohol this bad shouldn't even exist. So I think it's best if I dispose of it safely with my... I'll be taking that.
Also, take the tablet. Oh good, you did.
A bookshelf. There's paint inside it.
Then remove the three sets of books from the shelf.
That coaster's green. It looks like there used to be a bottle on it. Oh shit, Sherlock. Okay.
Next.
Literary analysis, philosophy books, and historical adventure saga.
Yes.
Oh, and there's more
Next,
paint.
Go to the safe and tap the lock. Look at the world map. Well, I'll wait till you get to the safe. And tap the lock.
Man, this safe is really big. There's gotta be like $100 billion in there. You're such a kid. Maybe they're just hiding something they really don't want people to see. Or, you know, it's just restoring something that's big. Like some video. What would the... I'm not sure I like the way you said that. Let's just open it up and find it out.
I mean,
I don't think...
They could be hiding a video, you know? They could be hiding German porn.
The most advanced German porn in the world.
Yes. Not the kind J. Jolie does.
Oh,
Only Drag Race fans will get that. And hopefully, since I actually sent the link to a fucking Drag Race server that, you know, Drag Race people will come and watch, and then they'll hear that reference, and then it'll be like, oh, wow, I get that reference because I watch Drag Race. But anyway, now that we're looking at the safe, look at the, well, yeah, tap the lock. Look at the world map in your inventory that you got and they found on the shelf. The map shows the correct color connections to unlock the safe.
Okay. See? Is it locked? Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. There's a circular input panel on top of the handle. It looks like the one on the pressure exchange chamber's door. So if we just did the same thing we did then... Puppy. Narrator voice. Please.
Meow. Me. I shall. Me. You want me to read? I can finally have a job. I don't know. I'm just being silly, babe. When you click the yellow guide ring, other rings will appear at other points that you can draw lines to. Click one of the other rings to draw a line connecting the two. Repeat this process until you have connected all three pairs. Remember, remember, however, that the lines should not overlap or cross one another. It's basically like the PEC chamber, that puzzle that we did.
You just made a double entendre, because PEC stands for pressure exchange chamber, so you basically just said pressure exchange chamber.
Oh, okay. Why is that a double entendre?
You say the same thing twice. Just like the Los Angeles Angels. The Angels.
Isn't a double entendre sexual?
No.
No. No, isn't it? Wait.
Double entendre, a word or phrase open to two interpretations, one of which is usually risque or indecent. What?
I knew it! I knew it, god damn it!
Hold on. Okay, I have no idea. I forget what it's called. Ugh.
Wait. Are you saying, hold on, the thing that you were describing, would you happen, would it also fall under the category of jumbo shrimp, or no? Because I might be thinking of something else, but are we sure we're not talking about oxymorons?
No, because oxymorons are about, well, jumbo shrimp, because big, small thing. It's not saying something that's counterintuitive, it's saying something that, like I said, the Los Angeles Angels, when translated, it literally means the Angels. Would this just be repetition?
What? So just what, wordplay?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think, like, wordplay, or... I don't know. I'm very confused.
I forget. There's a term for this, I think, but I forget.
I honestly just feel great that I was right.
I didn't know that was a double entendre.
I knew I was right.
Alright. Alright, let's do it. World map. Alright, time to write shit down. Purple to yellow. White to blue. Green to pink, and the other two are just left alone. Okay, so purple goes to yellow, green goes to pink, and blue goes to white?
Didn't you look at your world map?
Yes.
Yes, so this should be easy.
I'm calculating out how it will look in my head.
Okay. Can I sing that, or is that copyrighted? No, that wouldn't be copyrighted, would it?
What are you singing?
Didn't you hear me when I was humming?
No.
Okay, good.
That has been copyright free for a long time.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
It's a nursery
I don't
rhyme.
know why I'm just... Well, yeah, but I'm sure Disney's tried to get their hands on the fucking fairy tales that have been technical public domain.
They can't do that. When something is public domain, it is public domain forever.
Well, yes, but like, I don't know why. For some reason, I'm reminded of a specific episode of The Simpsons where Lisa's about to tell a story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and a lawyer for Disney, well, the Simpsons lawyer pops in and goes, "I represent the Disney Corporation. You can't tell that story." And she goes, "Well, you can't make me do that. It's been a public, episode." And he goes, "Are there any dwarves in your story?" And she's like, "Yes, but they're of my own creation." So did, like, Disney create the dwarves, or...?
Disney created the dwarves.
Oh, so Disney created part of it. So of course they don't own the story, but they created part of an extra part of the story.
Yes, they advanced part of the story. I don't think they were necessarily dwarves. They were just, like, random strangers, possibly.
In the book?
I forget how the original Snow White went, but...
I just remember the original Snow White having that... Was that Cinderella or was that Snow White? No, that was Snow White, where the queen had to dance in hot boots until she died.
Yes, she had to dance on hot coals.
No, well, yes, but they were hot iron boots that had been heated by coals.
Oh! I remember hearing that she had to dance in barefoot on hot coals.
That may have been a part of it, but what I always remember reading is that they were heating... When she came to the wedding, there were a pair of, like, red-hot iron boots that were in the fireplace, and they made her dance in those until she died. And then her pet crows picked out her eyes.
Yep, I remember hearing that part, though.
Picked out the stepsister's eyes, I believe, sorry.
Oh.
And of course them trying to get their... And then, of course, there was the point of them trying to get their feet into the glass slippers, with one sister chopping off her big toe, and the other sister chopping off the heel of her foot.
Yep.
Oh, Grimm's Fairy Tales, giving kids nightmares since the 1817 whenever hundreds.
1800s, I forget one, though.
Yep, Grimm's Fairy Tales. To be honest, a kid's nightmare, but a masochist's dream.
Yep.
Also, I enjoy them. But that's just because I prefer darker stuff. It's like, do I want to read about a fairy princess who gets kissed awake by a prince, or do I want to read about a It's like a mean old queen that gets, killed by dancing on hot iron boots. I'd rather read about that, truthfully. Like, let Disney be brave enough to make that movie.
Yep. Kind of reminds me of the Grimm Sisters series. I never read it. A friend of mine did, but it was based off of the Tales of the Grimm Brothers.
I feel like I remember reading those at some point when I was younger.
Yeah, those are basically the Grimm Brothers tales, but
yeah,
almost like a fan fiction woven into the same world, weren't they?
Basically, but yeah. I remember.
Anyway. Good job. You did it. Nice work. Very impressive.
You don't sound very impressed.
Let's have a look inside. $100 billion. Videos.
Oh, German porn.
Yeah.
Jimmy Hoffa.
Ah.
Oh, I want to be Jimmy Hoffa.
Sorry, guys. Looks like all we got is a binder and a deer head. So, a bindeer. What the hell is this? Zero is just making fun of us? Or is Zero just making fun of us? Alright, so there's a binder in the safe.
I'm still not over bindeer.
I wonder what kind of crazy puns they tried to do in Japanese. Because I know puns are harder in Japanese. But also more easy. Depends upon the word, I guess. But anyway, it's got two pieces of paper. It's got 2 pieces of paper in it. You found page 1 of the business card instructions. You can review it in the archive. You have found page 2 of the business card instructions. You can review it in the archive. The deer's looking at me, Grandpa. Buck up, it's just a fake. Mounted deer.
Buck up. Oh, God.
Oh, when I was waiting for you to finish doing the promo, I saw something on the wall, and I think I know exactly where this goes.
He does.
Over here, where is it? Over there. Up. There's red paint on the wall. It looks like there's an outlet right next to it. Why would somebody put an outlet this high up? Well, it's probably not an electrical outlet. What is it then? I think you're supposed to insert something into it. Like what?
Really?
Maybe the deer? Yes, that's it. Remember how there are two pegs on the back of the mount? I'll bet they'll fit perfectly.
Ooh.
Give it a
I
try.
bet they do too.
Well, looks like you were right.
Duh.
E.
Now, back to the book. Or back to the, oh, good job, babe. Hiccup and sound like Mickey Mouse. Now back to the binder. Or whatever. The thing, yeah. The business card, whatever. You know how to do it. You don't need those, but that's how to put them in the right order. And basically, we're creating the phrase. You basically, like I said, you had them all right. You just need them in the right place. So we're making it into book 334. Book on the top part and 334 on the bottom part. Oh dear Lord. We'll take the bottom part and you can put that just on top because they're literally right next to each other. No, not. A little bit more. No, you're one more to the right for the O's, or one more to the left, I should say.
Oh, duh. Okay.
Book and then 344 or 334. Sorry. Ta-da! We did it! Now put the...
What?
No, silly boy, silly. It's right. It was right. Now go put the... It wasn't a thing you were supposed to do. It was just a thing you were supposed to be like, oh, okay. Now go put the books that you found back on the bookshelf, such that the last set of books is the 4-book literary analysis set. Ooh, gracious.
3 through 4. What does that do? Oh.
Well, did you put the deer head on the vertical line on the wall above where you found the tablet?
Yeah.
Okay. Then put the cheap brandy on the laser bookshelf, which is under the escape safe. The laser makes a parallelogram inside of the bottle.
The cheap?
Yes.
Look! The laser beam's bending all the light inside the bottle. Yeah, it makes a parallelogram.
Parallelogram. Now, put the expensive brandy on the shelf above the books.
I tried putting the good brandy on the coaster, but...
We'll come back to that. Next, if you haven't figured it out. What?
I'm reading the letters. H.
Oh, well, we're not there yet. Next, go to the desk drawer, and since you surprisingly haven't figured it out already, use our diamond-tipped spear to unlock the drawer.
Aha! Ha! It opened! There's something in here. Is it a key?
Use the key on the face recognition device.
I assume it's this thing? What is this?
Yeah.
One of the training machines you see on late-night infomercials? I think it's a facial recognition device. A what? You put your hands on either side and hold your face in front of that lens. Why is it not in the center then? It checks your face against... Well, I guess... No, it would be easiest to check for symmetry and stuff. Anyway, then it checks your face against whatever it's got in its database. Oh. Huh. How do you know that? I'm in the salvage business. Every so often one of these babies shows up. It doesn't look like it's turned on. Yeah, nothing happened. Yeah, nothing happens when I put my face in front of it. There's something right to the right of the lens over there that looks an awful lot like a keyhole. If we had a key for it, you think maybe we could turn it on? I assume so. You've already got the key! Try putting it in!
Duh.
Whoa, the light on top turned on. Magic! Looks like you managed to turn it on. Alright, it's on, now what? Well, why don't you give it a face to look at? One of ours? Yeah. Damn, none of our faces work.
That's right. None of your faces work.
Face not recognized. Gender mismatch. What does it mean by gender mismatch? Maybe it's saying that it needs a girl? But there's only 3 of us and none of us are women. Well, maybe if we dress quirk up like a girl. No!
Oh,
no way! Why don't you dress up then? No. Just thinking that it's making me want... Just thinking about that is making me want to puke. Besides, do you see a wig or makeup or anything around here? How would any of us dress up like a woman anyway? Dude, you totally want to do it. No, I don't.
Nothing wrong. These people are homophobic. There's nothing wrong with drag.
It's Japan. That's all I need to say about that. Cross-dressing is considered transvestitism no matter what, even if it is just drag. Even though way
think
back when it was
it's
considered
so
some
funny.
kind of a intrinsic part of the culture, or like the
Exactly.
theatrical culture, because only men
Exactly.
could be playwrights anyway.
Yes.
Hi,
But
Claire.
I just think hi, Claire. I just think it's so funny that a culture that, gets their rocks off to tentacle porn can say that, drag is bad.
Japan is
Tentacles
weird.
being with tentacles being with young schoolgirls, I might add.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like,
yet it's like,
everyone's
oh,
fetish
drag,
should
oh,
probably
oh.
just be in a film or TV, just so that,
Yeah, well,
they don't try and act it out in real life and possibly hurt themselves and or others. Meanwhile, apparently Japan just, like, doesn't allow, or many Japanese media companies don't like gay people being in television.
yeah, pretty much. Well, unless it's anime, I suppose.
Select anime.
Select anime, yeah. Japan will come around eventually.
It's a weird animal.
If they don't, I'll give them a what for.
Hey, wait a minute. Maybe. What is it? Did you have an idea? Well, it can't hurt to try. Yeah, definitely worth a shot. How long had he had that in his pocket? It looks like a piece of paper. No, it's a picture. Oh yeah, I remember him looking at that in the infirmary. I guess it's worth a shot.
See? It worked!
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
There was something back there.
Well, duh.
Whoa!
Oh.
Oh my gosh! It's like we're in the villain's secret lair!
Oh my
You think?
gosh.
Huh. Didn't think that would happen. I guess the recognition worked. Yeah.
No one cares. Let's hurry up and get this shit done. Okay. Take the helmet
Look.
from the armchair and put it on the suit of armor.
Oh hey, there's a helmet for the suit of armor.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna do that. And then...
Yes, that suits him.
Know what you're... Oh my god, so many suit jokes. And now, go sit in the chair, bitch.
You must be feeling pretty tired, Tenmyoji. All the excitement can't be easy for someone of your age. Why don't you sit down for a bit? I'm not so old. I need the likes of you worrying about me. That so? Well, I think I'll just have a seat then. Ah. There's a lever next to the chair. Why don't you pull it? What's going to happen? Come on, is it really that hard to figure out? You think it's going to go back into the wall? Pull the damn thing and find out! Alright, let's give it a try. Here I go! Help! Lovely! Looks like there's something on the table. Is that a battery? Uh-huh. Help. There's a P painted into the wall in red paint. If I pull it again, the chair should turn back around, right? Oh, whatever. Not like I have a choice. Ha! Igor, pull the switch! Okay.
Oh, Lord. He's on a mad scientist kick again. Anyway,
Looks like I got the tablet to turn on.
Now that we're sitting on the chair, I want to move a little bit. There we go.
Oh, we're not on the chair anymore because it just spits us out on the other end.
No, it doesn't. Sit down on the damn chair.
Looks like you got the tablet to turn on. Look! Something showed up on the screen! Well, I'm guessing the 4-digit password is help.
Fine.
There, I don't get it. But I'll just sit down.
Sit down. There you go. Why are you ahead of me when I haven't told you what to do?
I'm taking a wild guess, because this puzzle game is not completely counterintuitive.
Darn it. Well, yes, that's what you're supposed to do.
Huh? What's that? You think maybe it's an eye watching us? I don't think so. I think it's a target. Like a bullseye? Yeah, you're supposed to shoot it. Shoot it with what? Don't be an idiot. You've already got what you need. Okay, I'll just use this slingshot too. Whoa, hold on there. Do you actually have something to fire? Oh. No, I guess I don't. What are you gonna shoot it with then? With mind bullets. It's called telekinesis, Sigma. Anyway, I figured that'd slip in mind like everything else. Here, I grabbed this off the floor earlier. Take it. Oh, this is the key we used to start the facial recognition device. Thanks, man. I guess I don't have to use my special psychic powers after all. Here goes. Aiming. 3, 2, 1, fire! Whoa, nice aim. You got it right in the center.
You can go press, you can go use the tablet and press help now. Yes, that is the escape code. Jeez, you take all the fun out of it. You don't want to shoot a balloon.
I did simple observation.
Anyway.
You did it! Good work, Sigma. Take a look at the screen.
We got the escape password.
Huh? What's this? Looks like the password for
How
the
have they
save.
not figured out what it is yet? Like, they've been doing this enough times that they should know what the hell it is.
To be fair, we've done it way more than them. They've done it twice, though, so it should be pretty clear-cut.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Forget it. Anyway. Now, time to go and use the escape password. What are you doing?
Let me guess, we don't enter
We
the...
cannot get the secret password yet. We have to use the escape password first.
Oh, we do. Oh.
Yes, go use it and take all the items out of it.
Okay. A safe, just like before. There's got to be a way to open it. Should we just punch in the password? Why don't you try it and find out? Alright, star, sun, moon. Boom.
Boom, clap the sound in my heart.
Good job! It opened!
Yeah.
I don't know why Quark's voice has slowly gone further up.
Because you're desperate to do Clover for some reason.
No, I'm really not.
I really think you are, though, because it lets your crazy side out.
I have Jinx for that. That's not Jinx's voice. What the fuck am I doing? I can't do a Jinx
thought you
voice.
said I have dreams for that, and I was like, oh, tell me your dream.
I'm not an axe murderer in my dreams.
Well, as long as you don't murder me, I don't really care. Well, unless you're murdering my pussy. Oh, thank you to Zestarina for wonderful sound bites.
Good work. Alright, time to see what's in this safe. Hey, Mr. Sigma! Why is he whispering? I know that stuff's important, but aren't you, curious? About what? Grandpa's picture? The one in front of the facial recognition thingy? Don't you want to take a look at it? But... Come on, hurry! Do I?
Do I? Yes. Take all the stuff. Now, before we leave...
So who is this girl? Hey! Stop! It is Akane!
God. Duh.
She's just a girl. Is she your granddaughter? No. Well, who is she then?
Is she your granddaughter?
Damn it.
God,
fine.
can you imagine that
I've already
weird
seen her after all.
conversation?
Her name is
that your
Akane
granddaughter?
Kurashiki.
No, this is my girlfriend. Or this is my wife. It's like, this is the girl I fucked. It's like, oh dear, that's a very...
This is the girl I've been following for years, trying to make her love me again. But she just keeps running away.
And it's like, gee, I wonder why. Ooh. No, thank you.
How did he wind up having grandkids if he was still chasing after her, though?
Adoption? Because didn't he say he was his adopted grandson or whatever?
Maybe?
Which doesn't make sense anyway, but...
Her name is Akane Kurashiki. I've been looking for her for a long time. Why? Because she's his first love. No.
No, yes.
You've got it wrong. But you
No,
carry
we
that
got it
picture
right.
everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen you leave it somewhere. And when you don't think anybody's watching you, talk to it. Okay, that's nearly creepy. Actually, it is kind of creepy.
I brought you some food.
Oh god.
Eating the picture.
I've seen you do it. Huh. Didn't mark you for a hopeless romantic, Tenmyoji. Look, it's not about love, and I'm not a goddamn romantic. Okay. You don't want to talk about her, I get it. Okay, so I actually didn't grab the stuff out of the safe.
So yeah, go do that.
It looks kind of empty this time. There are only two things in here. First we've got... the Navy room key cards. Oh, these must be the star cards they were talking about. There are two of them. You guys take one, I'll take the other one. Right. We're up here, so we only need one for the two of us. And the other thing is the key as usual. Yes! Now we can get out of here!
I don't care, blah 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 blah, we don't care about the key. Okay! Now.
Well, I assume there's this thing?
Yes, touch the monitor to play a tangram, or tangram puzzle.
Tangrams! I'm totally gonna have fun with this.
Oh dear lord. You need to make a parallelogram with the shapes. You can drag the corners of each shape to rotate. Well, I'm probably gonna... it says it here, but I'm probably gonna be explaining it again in the show.
That looks like a puzzle. It is. It's a silhouette puzzle called a tangram.
God, that childlike innocence where it's like, we're gonna play a tangram. Tangram!
I like tangrams.
I know, but I just so find it funny that, like, if we were in this... if we're in this, like, life or death puzzle maze where we have to figure shit out and just randomly it's like, hey babe, there's a tangram puzzle.
Tangrams! I can do this!
Oh, God. Anyway, move or rotate the triangles and squares to get the shape you need. Pressing the rotate move button will allow you to switch between move and rotate mode. You can rotate a piece by dragging it while in rotation mode. Dragging it while in movement mode will move the piece in question. Once you've made the shape you want, press the check button.
I have no idea what that is. Let's give it a shot. Alrighty.
We're making a parallelogram.
Technically, a square is a parallelogram, but...
But not... We're making the parallelogram, I believe. Actually, I don't know what we're making. Are we making the parallelogram that we saw in the cheap brandy? That would make sense.
I mean, I imagine we would be.
Oh, I guess there's more than one way to solve it, because it just... On the walkthrough it says, here's one way to solve it, so...
Well, clearly, tangrams usually have multiple solutions, especially when it's something so simple as a parallelogram.
Exactly, so I'm going to see what you come up with, and I'm going to see if it's anywhere similar to what this is. And from what I'm looking at right now, it's not. So... Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh no, I just realized I think this is not gonna...
Do 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 do
Babe.
do do. Yes.
You don't need to be doing that right now.
Aww. Don't get frustrated.
Come on. So... part of the creation of most tangrams is the fact that usually they just start out as a simple broken shape. Although I guess right now this is a little bit big. And it doesn't have the room for the square. Also, take it with a grain of salt when I say I'm normally good at these.
Hang with us, folks. This is going to be like the numbers puzzle all over again.
Oh, sweet fucking mercy. That was awful.
The fact that it took us literally almost a whole stream to do it, yeah.
Yep, because it was just trial and error.
Pretty much. At least with this one, it's trial and error with multiple answers, I suppose.
Fair. I guess... Ooh, I just thought. I can try and turn this into... Ooh. Would that work?
With what work?
Trying to make it so that I can do... this as ooh, is there enough space? Well, I can just turn this around, or move it around.
PLR was probably the game I honestly used the most walkthroughs on. Because of the puzzles that were like puzzles, but like you have to be smart, and I'm like, nah, I just want to use a walkthrough. Like 999, I didn't even really think about using a walkthrough, so I was just like, yeah, this is fine. And I was able to pretty much figure it out on my own.
There were the tiniest number of moments throughout the entire Professor Layton series where I ever thought of using a walkthrough.
I don't think I used a walkthrough, and I might have, but I don't remember using a walkthrough at all on Zero Time Dilemma. I just finished it in like less than a week. Even less than that, honestly.
This isn't working.
But that was because I focused all my time and power on it. I have a solution right here if you want it, but I don't want it, I want you to be smarticle and do it yourself.
That's too big, it won't fit. These are not... I don't feel like these are standard proportional tangram pieces. Unless they are, and I'm just being a dum-dum.
Aw, babe. You're not a dum-dum.
Okay, give me a solution.
So, take that. Okay, so, can you reset it? There we go. Okay. So, move, so I can have a thing to start with. Move all the small ones over to the right. My right. Oh wait, that doesn't make sense. My left then.
Wait.
Well, you were moving it to the left. It said the right. Yeah, like that.
I was being a dum-dum.
You're not a dum-dum. You're just having a little brain moment. Excuse me. Now, take both of those. We'll take one of the big triangles and rotate it so it's. Keep rotating. There you go.
Like
No,
this?
go back. 90 degrees. No, less. 30, 60, 35. Or 45, sorry. No, rotate it again. Rotate it 45 more degrees. No, not that way, though. Rotate it 45 degrees to the left. There, stop. Now do that with the other triangle, but in the opposite direction. Have them back to back.
Okay, like the top point of an arrow.
Yes. Okay. Now take that one of the small triangles. Rotate it. Just go until I say stop. Not in that direction. Keep going. Stop.
Like
A
this?
little bit up. Yeah. And then put that towards the top of the right triangle. Like that. Then take the square and rotate it so it's a square, not a
diamond.
Yeah. And put that next to the small triangle. Now take the other small triangle, rotate it to the opposite of that triangle, or make it look the opposite of that, and then put that to the side of the other side of the square. You might want to rotate the square just a little bit more, just so that there we go. Well, that's all right. Then take the big triangle and rotate it so it's upside down. No, upside down. Yeah. Then take that and put that next to the triangle and under the square and all that. And then rotate the rectangle diamond looking thing and rotate it. No, the other way. Stop. No. There. And put that right there. And okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Aw, yeah. Who's the man? That was amazing.
Me.
How'd you do that? That puzzle was really hard.
How'd you do that? With the help of my boyfriend, says Sigma.
Yes. Well done, Sigma. That was pretty impressive. So, what do we get? Look, there's something on the screen. IILP. What does that mean?
That is what we put into the tablet to get
I just
the
realized
password.
I'm using a recycled B voice almost for
Huh.
Tim Yoji. Phew. Looks like it works. Good job. That was awesome. The screen changed. Examine. Hey, it looks like different. It looks different than before. The symbols are different and they're in different places.
What do we do? I forget what. And we're going for Tenmyoji, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making
Okay,
sure.
so star, moon, sun. Ding.
We did it!
We did it! We did it! Yeah! Yeah! Looks, it's open! You found a gold file. To view it, visit the secret tab in the archive.
Time for me to do the one thing I do well. Reading stuff. Blah 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 blah. 3 different types of key cards generally found in the safes in each room and used to open the AB gates. Without them, you can't open the AB gate and or play the AB game, which means you can't gain BP. In other words, getting one of these cards is the first step in your escape. The Sun key is used during the first round, Moon key for the second, and Star key for the third. Fine.
Just in case you haven't already figured that out.
I mean, you never know. Slingshot, an elementary device that uses rubber to launch a small projectile, frequently used by adolescent ne'er-do-wells. Can be used as a necklace, but this is not recommended. I said ne'er-do-wells.
Nair.
I said that!
You said near.
No, I said near.
Oh.
I'm putting an accent on it.
Oh.
Anyway, used by adolescent ne'er-do-wells, and also murderers in the first episode of Whodunit.
Yes.
See, I knew you were thinking about that. Can be used as a necklace, but this is not recommended.
Test site mystery.
The site in question was for a simulated manned mission to Mars held in the Nevada desert. Hey, what do you know? We might be back in the Nevada desert.
Oh.
On New Year's Eve 2028, the audio logs from the simulation contain a woman's voice, assumed to be one of the test subjects, saying the following. Remember this? 6 of us are dead. Counting myself, there are only 3 left. I guess you could say I killed them. No, that's not quite right. Not just them, not just those 6. All of them. All 6 billion. Most evidence seems to suggest that this was the beginning of the Radical 6 outbreak, and the Nevada facility was the epicenter of the pandemic.
Termite.
A general term used to refer to insects in the epifamily of Terminodite. I think I said that right?
Termitoidae.
Oh, I was way off. Of the cockroach order Bladitoa.
Bladidea.
That's right. Bladitoa is funnier, because it reminds me of Krakatoa.
Oh yeah, the
That's
mountain
right.
that exploded and killed everyone within earshot and deafened.
Yes, but I think, see, you think of sad, terrible things like killing people. I think of funny things like Squidward going Krakatoa and having the lava fall on SpongeBob. That's right, even though they're sometimes called white ants, termites aren't actually in the same family as ants. They're in the cockroach family. Also, king crabs are in the hermit crab order, and the remora is in the perciformes order. Fun stuff to learn,
What
I
is
guess?
the remora?
You don't know what a remora is?
What is that?
If I remember my biology and like science correctly, it's the fish that latches onto the bottom of sharks and whales and feeds on their like bacteria and stuff, like a love relationship of sorts. Like they don't harm each other and they both like help each other in the sense that the remora takes the parasites and stuff that are on the shark or whale's body, and the shark again leaves them alone. So they both get like the remora gets a meal
A
out of it.
symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, the remora gets a meal of bacteria out of it, and the shark gets less parasites on it. I'm 99% sure that's what a remora is. That's what I always remember it being.
Oh wow. The perciformes includes like groper, snapper, porky.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Interesting. At least, I mean, I never thought science would actually come and help me in my... I take that back. I never thought school would come and help me in my, like, remembering of stuff. I'm like, I remember this
I
from
never
school.
learned that they were called remora. I knew that they were in a symbiotic relationship, but I forgot what they were. All right. Anyway.
But, see, it's funny. I remember the name more than I remember. Anyway, even more crap that Zero the Third likes to say. Have a nice trouble. Have a nice tragedy. Have a nice trust. God, I don't care. Leave us alone, please.
Conjunction.
I'm gonna get this out of the way. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Okay, I got that out of the way. A term used in positional astronomy. Put simply, it means that 2 celestial bodies appear near one another in the sky. When used in the context of our solar system, it often refers to a position where a given celestial body is aligned with the Sun. For example, when Mars is on the opposite side of the Sun from Earth, it is considered to be in conjunction with Earth, Mercury, and Venus. Which orbit closer to the Sun than the Earth does. Have 2 types of conjunction. When they are hidden on the other side of the Sun, this is referred to as superior conjunction. When they are lined up near the side of the Sun, this is called inferior conjunction.
Alright, and then Tenmyoji's picture.
This is the photograph that Tenmyoji was holding. The subject is a girl named Akane Kurashiki. Akane was one of the 9 people who appeared in the game's sister title, 9 Hours, 9 Person, 9 Doors, as a childhood friend of Junpei, the title's main character. In 999, she was 21 years old. This picture was taken 9 years before then, when she was 12.
Oh.
Look at the left side of the picture. If you look closely, it almost looks like there's a man grinning in the background. Do you see him? Don't worry if it seems a little strange. A spirit medium has told us that that person in the picture is a guardian angel who's looking after her. He must have shown up here because he'd heard what sort of destiny she had in store and decided to see how she was doing.
Ominous.
Quite.
Oh,
Anyway,
I thought there was a
time
way
to
to
go.
make the text go away. Whatever.
No, there isn't, unfortunately. Well, we could go back and look at the picture,
Yeah.
if they allow us to.
Nah. Alright, anyway.
But you don't want to go look at the nice ghosty?
There's a picture in front of the lens. I see less of it here than... Oh, wow, that's kind of trippy.
I can see it, yeah.
Hello. Kane Kurashiki. Can't blame Tenmyoji for following her back when he was younger. She was a cute kid.
Oh god. Anyway, how about we get going? Time to go betray people. I mean,
Haven't seen a
ally.
computer this old in a while. That looks so ancient. There's something on the screen. Is that a lion eating a hamburger? I
No,
really
it's
don't
the
think so.
lion eating its son.
I think the lion's got 2 heads. Looks like a monster from Greek myth or something. It looks like it's asking for an ID and password underneath the lion. Huh. The keyboard doesn't seem to be working though. I guess we can't enter anything then.
That's right. We can't do anything right now. We'll come back to this another time.
Alright. The door lock. It says lock right now. You guys ready? Yeah! Go for it. Alright. 3, 2, 1. I'm counting down. Whatever.
3, 2, 1. Let's go already.
Yes.
We found it.
Someone's already pulled the switch.
No! Damn it!
What's wrong?
I left something in the director's office.
Let me guess. The photo.
What was it?
The picture.
We'll be able to go back there!
Ugh, how could I forget it?
Arg, how could I forget it? It's
Oh,
basically
yeah.
it's basically its way of giving you, I think, if I remember correctly, a moral choice, because I don't think he gets back in time, so it's sort of like, you can just push Quark to the side and press betray for the hell of it. Or wait, who's your partner? Quark's your partner, right?
No, Quark and Tenmyoji are together.
Oh. Well, in that case, you can just betray it for the hell. I don't know. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter either way. Let's betray them. Just kidding. We're not. We have to ally to get the ending. So.
Well, yeah. We must have set it down after using the face recognition thing.
Yeah, I'm going back. You two go on ahead to the warehouse.
I want to come with you.
Me too.
Nah, that's fine. Why don't you head back to the warehouse, Sigma? The others are probably already waiting.
Alright.
Oh,
I'll see you two
sorry.
later then.
Right.
They
Bye,
both
Mr.
leave.
Sigma.
So
Oh.
it's like, now I can betray them.
Oh, babe. I watched them jog off toward the blue door. And then they were gone. Guess I should be getting back then.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function? God, remember when that was a thing?
That was a long time ago. I think I remember having heard that in like 3rd grade.
And it's funny because that wasn't even when it like originally came out. I don't.
Yeah, I
think.
know. There was also the what one was it? The expletives, where they were trying to, where basically everyone was expecting them to say fuck or shit at some point, but they never did.
When did they do that one?
I don't know, but it ended with,
They didn't
darn, it's over. I stepped into the warehouse to find all the other teams already there.
I have to go find that one.
Kay and Luna, find Clover, and Dio. The moment Dio spotted me, he dashed over to the rightmost AB room and slid his card through the reader.
God, sir. I mean, we already know he's going to be betraying the fuck out of everybody if he can.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Yep. Don't trust Dio.
45 minutes remain until...
Though, to be fair, it's like 45 minutes remain. He could easily get back in that amount of time.
Yeah.
So
As he turned to look at me, I swore I saw the flash of a smug grin.
There. Happy? This time I waited for you to get back before I opened it. You see? I can be considerate.
But Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here.
Yeah, where are they?
I guess they forgot something back in the room we found. They ran back to get it real quick.
And they'll be here in a few minutes. No big deal.
I mean, you'd think so.
Unless Quark goes haywire.
Which is a possibility.
I wouldn't think it would happen again, but maybe Tenmyoji does.
You never know. But anyway, let's keep going.
While we waited, we exchanged information about the rooms we had investigated. Unfortunately, none of it seemed very useful. None of us had found anything, and we were no closer to unraveling any of the increasing number of mysteries we were faced with, even though we found the gold vial. But I guess that's just for us. With that discussion exhausted, we sat down to wait. We don't even get to find out about the other rooms, what they were. Yeah. Before long, 20 minutes had passed since Dio opened the door, and Tenmyoji and Quark were nowhere in sight.
Don't you think they're taking a little long?
Yes, I'm getting worried. What if something happened to them?
I'll go have a look.
Then I shall accompany you.
Nah, I'll be fine by myself. It's not that far anyway.
Just don't look into the abyss too long, or you might become a monster.
What was that for? That's... I don't think... Okay. Look, I'm just going to the director's office. I'll be right back. No big deal. Right, see you guys later. I gave a quick goodbye wave and stepped out of the warehouse.
Like they care. It's like, bye, guys!
Beep, 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 beep. Director's office.
Boop, beep, bop, beep, bop. Nowhere in sight.
Did they somehow get trapped on the other side of the thing?
Yeah, you never know.
Huh? That's odd. There's nobody here. The picture's gone, though. Tenmyoji and Quark must have been here then. I laid out the floor beam map. They must have taken the door that faces the warehouse. After that, they probably went through the warehouse out the blue door to the elevator. Yeah, that's a much shorter route. On the other hand, it came through the red door, which is kind of the long way around. Huh. Looks like we managed to miss each other perfectly. Yeah, well, this was a huge waste of time. Shoot, might as well head back, I suppose. I'd packed up the map and was headed to the door when... Huh? There was a light on where there hadn't been a light before. What? Why is the thing on? We messed with it earlier, but nothing seemed to work. I felt a sudden wave of inexplicable nauseating dread. The light stared at me. I swallowed and edged cautiously toward it. The machine was in arm's reach now. I stretched my hand toward it slowly, slowly. What the?
So, you finally made it.
No, you're...
I am Zero.
What the?
I was the one who brought you here. You undoubtedly have as many questions for me as there are stars in the sky.
As you can see, however, this is only a recording. I will therefore be unable to directly answer any questions. Ask if you wish, but I cannot respond.
I considered taking a swing at him, but decided that was spectacularly futile and kept my bald fist at my side.
Now, where to begin? There are many things I wish to tell you, but unfortunately, our time is limited.
Yeah, there's only so much holographic memory space you can have when you're just a stagnant floating image.
As such, the information I can provide is also limited. I have chosen two things of great importance to tell you. First, I will tell you about termites.
Okay, so I guess this is now relevant.
In retrospect, I suppose that's a rather odd thing to say. I imagine you look rather bewildered right now. Perfectly understandable. The person who kidnapped you and threatened you with death is lecturing you about insects. I suspect it hardly seems fair. Nonetheless, this is very important. In a way, it will determine your fate. So I ask that you listen carefully. Have you ever seen a termite mound?
Yes, and they're weird as shit.
They are splendid structures. Some might even call them works of art. Termites are natural architects, and their mounds are both structurally sound and make excellent use of space.
Yes, they do. Although some of them, after a while, they just turn into something like a giant anthill. That's why they're sometimes called white ants. But still, when they're growing, when stuff hasn't piled up around them, they just grow up like that.
So, are they following some sort of plan as they build? Are there termite blueprints detailing which room goes where? No, of course not. Each termite is simply an oblivious cog in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of termite DNA. It is doubtful an individual termite has any idea what its contributions are helping to create. But a human does. We can appreciate the elegant forms of their alien cathedrals. We can see the simple beauty of their perfect functionality. We can understand the splendid planning of their structure. In other words, only an intelligence of a higher order can understand the beauty of what the termite builds. Now, consider humans. Why are we alive? Why do we love and give birth? Why do we create? From where do our cultures spring? There are many theories, but no one knows the truth. We are oblivious cogs in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of human DNA. No doubt you see now what this analogy is supposed to illustrate.
Yes.
Yes, I mean to say humans are not different from termites.
At least in a basic sense. A really abstract basic sense.
We trudge through our lives with no greater understanding of our ultimate goal. You might say we don't understand what we're building. Only an intelligence of a higher order than ours can understand what we're doing. Imagine how we might look to such an intelligence. We may be building some structure so perfect and elegant, we can't even perceive it. Whatever it is, we've likely been building it on a dimension just above the ones we know since time immemorial. If we are like the termites, then what we've created is almost certainly something of tremendous beauty. And you are about to catch a glimpse of it. Or have you already?
Eh?
Well, that's enough on that subject, I think. Consider what I've said. Now, let's move on to the second topic. It is
Alright, he said he had two things.
To your life, and in fact, the lives of several billion other people.
Oh, let me guess, this is about Radical
I realize
6.
This is rather sudden, but I have a password for you.
Oh?
It is the password to disarm the bomb, numbered 1.
Oh! Bomb?
Are you ready? I will only say this once, so pay close attention. password to disarm the #1 bomb is BQZ RGJ DXR.
I had no idea what he was talking about. What bomb? Was he saying there were bombs too? If he'd guessed at my future confusion, he showed no sign of it.
That is the last of the information this message was meant to convey. Before I go, however, I have a warning. You cannot tell any of your companions what you heard or saw here. If you do, you will be penalized immediately.
Lovely.
I hope we will meet again someday. We would have much to discuss.
Wait! God damn it, you can't just spout all that crap and disappear. I found myself yelling at empty air, even though there's still a back image. The hologram had disappeared. Ugh. What kind of an idiot does he take me for? Termites? Other dimensions? How could that have anything to do with kidnapping us? Shit. I kicked out a nearby shelf.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I find it rather funny that only took like 10 to 15 minutes of him talking, whereas comparatively they can talk for like what seems only like 5 minutes, and it's like, oh look, an hour and 40 minutes has passed.
Yep.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before...
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we know. Ah, crap. I need to get back. Not like there's any point staying here. I spun around and ran out of the room toward the warehouse.
And then the knocking on the wall began.
Grandpa!
Just kidding.
Look! Mr. Sigma's back!
No!
Took you long enough.
Where? The others?
In the AB rooms.
They went in already?
Yep.
Why didn't you two? Have you been waiting for me?
Yeah.
Well, of course. I mean, Sigma was meant to be looking for them.
Grandpa said there was something he had to tell you before we voted, no matter what.
Oh?
Nothing that significant. Just wanted to tell you we're going to choose ally this round. That's it.
And you had to tell me that no matter what? Seems kind of pointless. I mean, words are cheap. You can promise whatever you want.
True, but we've got something to back it up. Just hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Quark and I both have 8 BP. We're already on the home stretch. So what do we need to get to the magic number? Well, we need you to choose ally. If you do that, it doesn't really matter to us what we pick.
You get 9 whether you got 2 or 3 points.
Exactly. That being the case, we don't have any reason to betray you. And if we both choose ally, we both gain points.
True, but you must have considered that I'll choose betray. That would mean you choose betray to protect yourselves.
But that's why we're telling you we won't choose betray.
Mm-hmm.
Can I trust you?
Of course.
Alright, tell me one thing. Let's say we do this in both ally. Everybody gets 2 points. That means you and Quark will have enough to leave, which is great for you, but I'll be stuck with a measly 5. How do I know you aren't going to just open the number 9 door and leave us in the lurch?
I can guarantee it.
How?
I can give you my word. I will not open the number 9 door,
great.
even if
He
I
can
have
give me
enough
his
points to
word.
do so.
That's what I always wanted.
We aren't going to abandon everybody else just so we can escape.
I swear too. I promise.
I'm wary of Tenmyoji, but I have absolutely no reason to trust Quark anyway. Man, so all you've got is a promise, huh?
When I make a promise, I keep it. Trust me.
I mean, that's what he says.
You
Well,
gotta trust us.
technically, I mean, he did promise he would save Akane, I guess. He kept that promise.
He tried.
I mean...
Everyone's just
Alright,
an
fine. I'll trust you.
Let's betray the fuck out of
until
Just kidding.
Ambidex game
We're not gonna do that.
closes.
We're counting on you, Sigma.
You gotta choose ally. You promised.
With that, they turned and ran into the AB room, second from the right. Well, guess I should get moving to the same AB room I've been going in this entire time. Except for the first time.
See?
Except for where we came from. But every other time it's just been this one. The Ambidex game will now begin.
One minute remains.
Okay. I had a decision to make. Should I trust Quark and Tenmyoji? Well, I could believe that they were telling the truth and still betray them. That would bring my BP to 6. I'd be much closer to 9. And choosing Betray would guarantee that they wouldn't try and escape without the rest of us. Betray seemed like a safe bet, but...
Please! You've gotta trust us. You've gotta choose ally. You promised.
Tenmyoji I could betray easily enough, but Quark? What the hell was I gonna do?
10 seconds remain.
I mean, to be fair, he tried to kill himself and the rest of you, so I find it quite easy to betray him, but, you know.
4, 3.
After everything we went through to try and save him, just ally. Vote has been recorded.
Betray.
Round 3 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Why do people betray others? Because there's little devils on their shoulder like Andrew.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
I'm not a widow devil. I'm a widow angel with devil horns.
So, a devil.
No, I'm an angel.
That's mythology for you, babe. Remember, all the devils are fallen angels?
Oh, well, in that case, fine. Well, I'm a devil who's not a devil, I guess. I'm not evil. I just like to see both sides of the coin flip.
Oh, who was that again? Azrael?
Oh, that's right. That is Azrael.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm surprised you know you're Batman.
Participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I just didn't take you for a Batman guy.
Wait.
Well,
Azrael
I guess
is
you
a
couldn't be a Batman
mythological figure.
Oh, that's not what I know him as. Azrael is a character in the Batman franchise. Actually, the Batman Arkham franchise. Well, actually, close to enough for the Arkham franchise. But he's basically sort of the same. Well, not the same thing, but he's like Batman, but he kills people.
Andrew is Alice Angel from Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Is that Nina? Stop laughing or I'll hang up.
Oh.
Is that Nina?
Yeah.
Can I go kick her butt? Okay, good. You just wait until the next stream. I'm gonna kick your butt, Nina.
Oh my. Anyway.
Please direct your attention to the results.
Please direct your attention to the results screen. We have...
Of course. Oh? Oh. And heck, if someone betrayed against them, they would still have the points to leave. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who picked Betray out of Luna and Clover.
Probably Clover.
Probably.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see.
And of course, I think the assignments have shuffled around again? Hey! What the hell, guys? Why'd you betray me?
Quark had nothing to do with this.
Of course he didn't.
I made the vote.
Grandpa.
Alright, fine. Why'd you break your promise, Tenmyoji?
I only promised you one thing. We wouldn't open the number 9 door, even if we got 9 points.
What? So, you're not gonna leave?
Not what I said. Of course we're going to leave.
What?
Look. See Clover over there?
What? Don't tell me.
Yep.
Oh shit. Oh shit, she did.
Oh no.
Jeez.
I mean, I guess there's nothing keeping her here.
That bitch!
Wait. Quark and Tenmyoji have...
The words had barely left out of her mouth when Tenmyoji and Quark ran past.
Oh, God damn it!
Well...
Clover, are you really going to leave?
Well, yeah.
She opened the door. There's no reason for her not to.
Why else would I open the door?
But why?
I'm going to go call the others, so we can capture Zero Senior.
Tenmyoji, are you and Quark going too?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I don't blame you.
Sorry, everybody.
Door only opens once.
So Sigma, happy? I kept my promise. Clover opened the door, not me.
Like hell, I'm happy. That's some shady shit, Tenmyoji.
Say so. I have to get out of here, and that's that. He's got to pay for what he's done.
He?
Zero.
You mean you know who Zero Senior is?
Yeah. No point keeping it a secret now, I suppose. I know exactly who Zero Senior is.
What?
I'm gonna take a wild swing and say it's the guy who founded, the cult. Not a wild swing, I'm guessing.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Why does this not happen when the door is first... when the lever for the door is first pulled open?
Because I guess it waits for...
Let's
like,
go.
it's technically 9 seconds that the door stays open, but it's like...
I guess?
Come on, guys. Time to move.
Oh,
Gesundheit.
this is for you, Mr. Sigma.
Quark held something out. I looked down to see 2 pieces of folded paper. What is this?
It's a letter. I wrote it in the director's office before the AB game. I wanted to tell you what kind of guy Grandpa is. So, read it, okay?
He pressed it into my hand.
See you later, Mr. Sigma.
He then turned and ran through the door, Tenmyoji and Clover following in his footsteps. I was so surprised by the letter I didn't even try to stop them. Before I could think of anything to say...
See you.
Goodbye.
Welp. There we are, locked in.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonary Game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Well, that's depressing.
Shit! They're gone.
So we're now left with Phi, Dok, Clover, Luna, and Sigma.
Mm-hmm.
All we can do now is hope they bring help back.
Indeed.
I agree.
Ellipses. I looked down at Quark's letter and slowly unfolded it. His handwriting was still slightly uneven, but he'd filled both pages with writing. I began to read. Do you want to read?
I guess I can read.
Yeah,
sure. Give me something to do. It was a really stormy day when he found me. He said the rain was coming down so hard it almost hurt, but somehow he managed to hear a baby crying. I guess I must have been crying pretty loud. He took me home and did his best to raise me, but he'd never been married or had a kid before, so I think it was really hard for him.
Oh, I guess the adopted grandfather thing is a thing.
I guess so. He couldn't figure out how to mix the formula, so he was always carrying the directions around with him. Also, I guess I was a pretty picky eater, so if he didn't get the water-to-formula ratio just right, I wouldn't eat it. Guess I was kind of a pain, huh? Yes you were. But he didn't give up, and now here I am. When he found me, I was really, really small, and he was worried that I might not make it. That's why he named me Quark. A quark is a really, really small thing, and I was really, really small too. Grandpa didn't need to worry, though, because it turned out I was pretty tough. When I was 1, he forgot I was sleeping in the bed of his truck and drove it off. I rolled out and went off the back, but I didn't even get scratched.
Oh my goodness.
I started walking when I was 2, and when he wasn't looking, I fell down the stairs.
He started walking... Oh, I was about to say he started walking late, but that's not that late.
I didn't get hurt then either. When I was 3, I got really sick. I had a super high fever for a week, but I eventually got better. I guess you could say I'm pretty lucky. Anyways, I didn't really have any more accidents after that. I was a pretty healthy kid. By the time I was 6, I started helping Grandpa out with his work. His job was to gather junk from abandoned buildings. Then he'd fix it up or pull out the useful parts and sell them. There were plenty of abandoned buildings, but finding good stuff in them was hard. You had to know which parts were useful, or you could end up wasting a bunch of time. I get that. Every time I'd find something, he'd explain to me what it was and how it was supposed to work, how to fix it, and all sorts of things. Usually, though, I just wanted to finish up work so I could go to the theater. The theater came to our town once a week in a wagon. They'd show old news or movies. I went every single week, but Grandpa only went once in a while, and he'd only go weeks when they showed movies.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that I had been adopted until I was 7. One of the kids on my block told me. I guess after Grandpa found me, he looked all over town to try and find somebody who'd take me. The kid from my block actually had a mom, and he asked her if she would take me too. Guess he really wanted a brother. I gotta admit, I was pretty shocked when I heard that. I mean, I guess I could understand. It's like, guess what? I didn't want you with him. I wanted you to be with me and be my brother. Anyway, there weren't a lot of kids with parents around, so the hearing that someone lived with its actual mom was pretty impressive. My God, with his actual mom? Give the kid a Nobel Peace Prize. I was also kind of surprised that Grandpa had tried to get someone else to take me. Did that mean he didn't want me? The kid who told me about Grandpa trying to get rid of me was a real jerk. He was totally spoiled, and he bragged to everybody about how he had a mom. Dear God, did everybody on their lane just not have a fucking mom? God.
Well, most of the kids didn't even have a parent around, so like...
Okay, what the fuck? He'd come up to me while I was working and be like, must be hard not having a mom. What a little fuckface.
Yeah.
It never bothered me before, but after I found out that Grandpa had adopted me, I started to think maybe he didn't really want me. God, what an asshole. I don't know why, I'm just like, damn, what an asshole. Whatever, anyway. I found out, I started to think that maybe he didn't really want me. If I could work on my own, then maybe he could get rid of me. I was scared to know the truth, so I never asked him. Well, that's your fault, stupid. But then one day he took me to a bar in our neighborhood. Oh, wow, what a great father. During the day, of course. Oh, of course.
Probably just for bar food. Sometimes bar food is good.
Yeah, there's a place near me called Guston's. That's pretty good.
There's a place around here called Mad Hatter. They have good burgers.
Mad Hatter. Crazy burgers. Anyway, he went there sometimes to drink scotch, but I had never gone before. Gee, really? Who knew?
There's also a place in Appleton. Sometimes we go there when we're driving down to Milwaukee for Cheesecake Factory. So that's fun. But because Harry Houdini comes from Appleton, there's like Houdini Plaza in the downtown, and there's this bar called Houdini's Escape. They have good burgers.
Wow.
My family seems to like, I forget what it's called. My mom and my sister like it. I don't really like it. It's this dip for their chips. I don't like it. It's like horseradish, I think. But
yeah, I wouldn't like the horseradish either. And it's okay. You're allowed to not like things, babe.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I never... Yeah, I already read that. When we got there, he just walked up to the counter with that grumpy look, and I thought, oh god, he's going to make me work here. But I was wrong. He was... Wow. He saw him... Yeah, I saw him pass something to the bartender, then he picked me up and set me down on a stool next to the counter. I'm so confused for a second. I was like, what? And I'm like, okay. The stool was pretty high, especially for a 7-year-old, and my legs just dangled off it. It seemed like a really high to me, and I was pretty nervous. Eventually, the bartender came back with back over with a glass of scotch and another big glass full of something else. As I looked closer, I realized that the second glass was full of some sort of brown liquid with a scoop of ice cream in it.
Root beer float!
It took me a minute to realize what it was. A root beer float! I was so surprised.
I mean, I doubt they have much of this in Japan, so...
I mean, true. But, you know. Anyway. A root beer float, I'd never seen one before. Root beer was much more expensive than the nice alcohol in the bar. Nicest alcohol.
I'm trying to think, how expensive would sassafras be in Japan? I don't imagine it would be very expensive unless you're, like, post-apocalyptic. Because people continue to make alcohol, or alcohol just exists for hundreds of years, you know?
Post-apocalyptic. Post-apocalyptic couture. Sorry, I'm just thinking of Drag Race. To me and the other kids, it seemed more like an urban legend than a real drink. Oh, wow. Lord. Boy, that says something, I think. It's just like, it's not real. It's just a myth. But there it was, right in front of me. Oh my god. I stared at the float. I still wasn't sure if it was real at that point, and then turned to look at Grandpa. He looked back at me. This is the start of a really bad porno. And a very, very... This is the start of a porno that would honestly be set in Alabama.
Yep. Surprisingly.
What surprisingly?
The gay part.
Like, no offense, like, well...
Then again, pedophiles.
And incest. Well, never mind, actually.
Adopted child?
Well, look at Woody Allen.
He didn't adopt his stepdaughter, though.
Well, technically, Well, okay, I guess not. No.
Hmm?
Wait, wasn't it just... Wait, I can't remember who was... Because he and Mia were married, and it was Mia's adopted children, but didn't he adopt with... didn't he, adopt after he got married with her? I could be wrong.
Don't know.
Anyway, I stared at the... So I turned to the bartender. He'd already turned around and moved off, so I figured he must have put the glass down in front of me on purpose. This is a terrible story. Still didn't seem like it could be real. I was just staring at him when Grandpa told me to hurry up and drink it before the ice cream melted.
But that's when it's good.
I mean, his gruff voice sounded like an angel's. Hurry up and drink your ice cream float, you little bastard. Is this really mine? Marilyn Monroe. You get a kick out of that. Words cannot describe how awesome it was. I mean, words, you literally just said it's awesome, so I guess words could describe how awesome it was. So, don't be a liar, Quark.
I think that's something that's lost in translation.
Yeah, probably. But, I like giving him a hard time, because why not?
Yep.
Anyway, I never tasted anything like root beer before. The creamy sweetness of ice cream made my entire head feel light. I felt like the luckiest boy in the whole world. Hey, Pinocchio's already got that job. Anyway, that's not an exaggeration. I really thought that. Okay, why? I don't care, sir. What made me happy was Grandpa. When I looked over at him, he was smiling. And at that exact moment, when Tenmyoji started to smile, hell decided to freeze over. Pigs were flying outside the window. Loch Ness Monster had been found. Madonna got a good acting job. All the type of things that happen when hell freezes over. No offense to Madonna, but her movies are not why I love her.
No.
They're not bad, but they're not why I love her.
Anyway.
I don't know, I'm just thinking about, one day if Madonna watches this video, she's gonna be like, I hate that smug little son of a bitch. And I would be like, no, Madonna, I love you. Anyway. What I know, that's got to be hard for you to imagine, but he really was. I mean, I'm not surprised. Right then, I didn't care whether he just found me and adopted me or not. Oh, goody. Oh, joy. Anyway, he bought me a root beer float. Okay. That made me way luckier than some kid who had a mother but had never tasted root beer. I mean, the mother could just make him one. But
I mean,
anyway,
if they can afford it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, if he was a spoiled kid, I assume so.
Nah.
But, yeah, you never know. But anyway, of course, after we left the bar, he was the first kid I bragged to, because, why the fuck not, I guess. So Grandpa and I were doing pretty good. Until the fight. Oh, God. I was in a super bad mood that day. I'd torn one of my shoes, and some old drunk guy had yelled at me. All the junk I found was totally useless. Not some guy. Not some angry drunk guy. Anyway, the day was almost over, and I was fed up, so I just grabbed some random trash and took it back to the house. When I showed what I found to Grandpa, he frowned. He started going through each thing I brought back, explaining why they were all useless. I got really mad and just yelled, I don't care! Then he got mad and I couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I got pretty upset and started thinking that maybe Grandpa had only adopted me so he could raise me to work and make money for him. After a while, I went to hid in an abandoned building, but by then I'd started to calm down and think maybe I should go back and apologize. Gee, really? And it started raining pretty hard, so I decided I should wait for it to stop. But that was just an excuse. The truth was I was nervous. Part of me knew I'd done something wrong, but I didn't want to admit it.
He fit all of this on 2 pages?
You know, I was just about to say that.
Even in Japanese, you do not have the number of characters on a page for this.
I was just about to say that. I think that is so funny. But anyway, the rain didn't stop, though, so I just sat there, staring at the gloomy gray sky. I mean, this is a Zero Escape game, so, like, this should be normal to you, I know.
Yes, but still, it would not fit on 2 pages.
I know,
maybe double-sided? Maybe?
Maybe. I mean, maybe.
How fast did he have had to write? It would be a bitch to write this in kanji as well. Because you can write Japanese in almost entirely kanji.
I'm
Actually, wait, no, Japanese and kanji. Oh no, that would be even worse. Never mind. Anyway.
Oh, you. Anyway, the rain didn't stop, so I just sat there. I imagined Grandpa coming to get me. It kept raining all night, and he never showed up. Well, that's what you get, you little bastard. I gave up waiting and decided it was time to go home. I was about halfway there when I heard somebody groaning. It was the Flasher. At first I thought I should just ignore it and not get involved, but I went over anyway, and it was Grandpa. He was totally soaked, and I could tell right away that he'd been there a really long time. I yelled, and he opened his eyes a little bit. He smiled weakly, and he said he was glad I was safe. He spent all night out in the rain looking for me. I felt awful. Grandpa had been out in the rain looking for me so long that he had collapsed.
Oh.
I was horrible. Yes, you were. He heard me crying in the rain, but I hadn't heard him. I mean, that just proves what a disappointment you are, Quark. As I ran to get the doctor, I promised whether God might be that if they would only save Grandpa, I'd never ask for another root beer float again. He got a real bad fever, and his temperature wouldn't go down. The doctor said if he kept up, he'd die. Then, if he died, then I'd be all alone. And then there wouldn't be anybody left to care about me. That's right.
Hey, zombie leader, we're nearing the end of the stream, but hi!
But yes, hi, zombie leader. I mean, who knows how long this fucking ending is going, but yes, you're...
That's fair, Quark. Everyone monologues for so long.
Pretty much, but yes, we are close to the end of it, just not the end of it, whatever. The thought of that happening terrified me. Oh my god. Fortunately, I must have passed some of my luck on to Grandpa, because a week later his fever finally broke. I was glad he wasn't going to die, but I was also a little scared. What if he decided he didn't want a stupid kid around, like me around anymore? I wouldn't blame him. Mm-hmm. My plan was to apologize as soon as he woke up, but when the moment came, my brain just stopped. I didn't know what to think.
It took me a moment to realize that he was apologizing.
He explained that he was an old man, and that he meant he was probably going to die sooner rather than later. He was strict with me because he wanted to make sure I would be able to make it on my own after he was gone, but maybe he'd been a little too strict. All of the things I'd worried about had been stupid and selfish. I agree. Grandpa cared about me a whole lot. He'd been worried when I ran off and gone out into the rain to look for me.
Also, do you know where this set is in the background?
Yeah, that's the I was about to say the infirmary.
Yep. Someone cheaped out and remade it for the CG, but that's okay.
What do you mean?
Like I said, he remade it for the CG.
Wait, how do you know that?
They are reused, duh.
Well, there you go. I was wondering what fucking word you're trying to say there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I tried to apologize, but when I opened my mouth, I just started crying. Because I'm dumb. I don't hate Quark, I just think he's an annoying character.
He can be an annoying kid.
Mm-hmm. I tried to apologize, but when I opened my mouth, I don't think I've cried that much since I was a baby. Oh, God. But he just smiled and patted my head. Oh, my God, there's so much on 2 fucking pages. I asked him if he'd ever regretted adopting me. His eyes got all wide, and he said, "Of course not." I guess it's nice to know that Tenmyoji still lies. He told me that he was looking for a really important lady, and because of that, he'd had to give up on pretty much everything else in his life. But when he took me in and started raising me, he felt like he had gotten some of what he lost back. That was when I decided to stay with him forever. Even if he said I couldn't. Oh God, it's over.
It's over, thank God.
And it's over.
It was supposed to be the Tenmyoji ending, but of course, we got a monologue from Quark.
Which I think is rather funny. Well, I mean, it's a monologue from Quark, but it's, I guess, describing how Tenmyoji is as a father.
Yeah.
Alright, so hopefully if we've done this right, we'll have a Tenmyoji ending. Yep, Tenmyoji end.
In Root Beer Veritas. Or in Root Beer Veritas. In... what is that normally supposed to be?
What? Gravitas?
No, in, there's a... Hold on a second.
Okay. You saved, right?
In Vino Veritas. In Wine Truth.
Did you save?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just make sure. Okay.
Okay. Well, return.
We did it!
We did it! We did it! Hooray!
We did it. Want to go back and betray him now? No, I'm just kidding. It's late.
Anyway, what's the next ending? Where do we start for the next ending?
Alice. And we will be starting from the very beginning. Well, not the very beginning, but we'll be starting because we're finally going through the whatever door that we haven't gone through at the beginning. Yes, that one.
Jump.
We're finally going through the cyan door.
Alrighty. Lovely. Alright. That should do it, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, or we hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, and Andrew, continue.
Subscribe if you want to see more content from Mr. Guy Smith. We get his content out whenever he decides to, get around to editing, but he's a busy man, so. But we also do our streaming. I stream with him on Thursdays, and he streams by himself on Sundays.
Yes.
And hit the little bell for notifications for when he goes live.
And when I upload on rare occasion. I need to work on that. I'm planning to edit another coming out on top episode soon. And I've already recorded another Minecraft episode, so hopefully I should be able to edit the Coot and then get along to the Minecraft episode eventually, because editing those takes longer, especially because of the fact that normally when I record I have nearly 2 hours of footage.
Nina's leaving. Well, I guess it's okay because I just saw Nina's leaving. Bye, Nina. Yeah. I mean, we're ending now, so perfect timing.
Yeah.
Yay.
Anyway, that'll do it. We hope you enjoyed. This is... we hope you enjoyed one last time. This is Guy Smith and...
Andrew B.
Signing off until next time. Take care. We'll see you guys. Bye!
Bye.